Right. Good morning, Valuable Coaching. We're back today. Happy New Year. Happy 2021. And we're going to, start off the year strong. We're looking at some new formatting for our longer form interviews. And we're going to branch out, talk about some physical education as well. These daily podcasts will try and focus on things that are broader and work for both volleyball and for coaches, physical educators, health, nutrition people. Just talk about some more general ideas. And then we will have podcasts that are generally broken into 4 sections with some interviews, both with physical educators, volleyball coaches, people all across those kind of industries, so that we can be pushing out good information for you guys. So today, for this Motivational Monday, it's a new year. If you're a teacher, a coach, you're probably just bouncing back and getting back to work today. And so the theme is to bounce back. And, again, not to get too religious on you, but this weekend at church, this was kind of the new theme. And, however you feel about that's up to you. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but the theme was bounce back. And so it really, I thought it resonated with me for both volleyball coaching, for teaching, for physical education, for health, and really just for starting the new year off correctly, and on the right foot. So, there's many stories out there of people who have had, a tough year, a tough go around, and then bounce back from it. I think we can all agree 2021 had its own set of difficulties for all of us. No matter how well you did, whether you got to keep your job or not, there was still something probably was changed. And, for some of us, we found a way to deal with it. For others, they're still struggling and trying to figure out the best way to cope with it. And so we're going to look at bouncing back. So today's quote is, it does not matter how deep you fall. What matters is how high you bounce back. And so we're really looking to just, take 2021 and bounce back off of any of the failures, any of the hardships of 2020. And I know not everything is back to completely normal, especially here in California. There's still lockdowns, there's still restrictions on these things, but how can we move forward and do better? So, if you're a coach, if you're a teacher and your program's kind of been shut down or it's been very limited, how can you expand on that? How can you find new ideas? The other thing that came up and that I'm excited to kind of talk about is, also we have a lot of tools in our tool belt as coaches and teachers in terms of ways we can reach our students, our players, our student athletes. But oftentimes we leave them in our tool belt and then they don't do anything. The same thing goes for us as individuals. If you got a treadmill at home and it just sits there and you don't get on it, then it doesn't help you become more fit. Now, if you unfold that treadmill and you get on it and you run, it helps get you more fit. So as a coach, we have a lot of knowledge about how to play the game, about how to break down the game. Are we just hoarding that knowledge right now and not really using it and putting it out there? So again, this is a great time to be able to do that. You also may have other ways to build, team camaraderie. And then same thing with being a teacher, a physical educator, health, whatever it is that you're talking about. Same thing, we probably have a lot of ideas that we can share, but, have you been willing to share them? Are you finding a good avenue to do that? Are you starting an after-school club, maybe that meets via Zoom, if you don't have access? If you have limited space, are you trying to mix up your fitness routines with your students? If you're not allowed to do team sports, what avenues are you finding? And so that's what we need to do going forward. And, again, to use another analogy, if I got a 20-pound dumbbell and it sits here, it's really just a paperweight. If I start lifting that dumbbell and working out with it, then it becomes a tool for me to get stronger and get better. And so, we need to think of what tools we have that can help make us stronger and better going forward. And that's something that I've been trying to pursue and look for other avenues, to get better as a coach while I'm off and haven't had really an opportunity to directly be coaching. And then as a teacher, same thing, try and connect with other teachers, try and talk to them. This week, we're going to talk to a physical education teacher, and she's going to let us know some of the things she's been able to do. We're going to talk to some other teachers, some people from, catalogs that sell physical education equipment, see what some of the trends are of what schools are going for now. And, we want to try and help people out there and have them find a way to bounce back. There's lots of stories. One that was great is somebody like J.K. Rowling. She wrote the Harry Potter series. 12 times she was rejected before somebody took on her manuscript for Harry Potter. And, again, that's just it's a story of perseverance, of bouncing back. She worked really hard at writing that. And, it very easily could have been after the third, fourth time of rejection going, you know what, I'm done. I can't do this. I don't want to keep moving forward. But she kept persisting. And, again, there are millions of people around the world who really love those books, and then the movies. And, I got kids who have Legos at home, and so, it's more than just, one book that she ended up affecting. She affected millions of people by fighting to bounce back. And so I would encourage you out there as a coach, if you had a tough year, maybe your season got cut short, maybe the season didn't go the way you wanted it to because, for whatever reason, you had a hard time recruiting. I don't know. If you're like me and my physical education program is not being run the same way as it was in the past, I've had to find ways just to put out my wellness information in the morning. And starting in the new year, I need to know that I can still push out even more information, and I can try and start new things that will help my students and student athletes going forward into this new year. And then hopefully as we get more vaccines and as things become more normal and we can hopefully get back to, playing some team sports, then, we'll be prepared and your players will be better prepared. Your students will be more prepared. And, really it's going to lead to great things. I think a lot of people have found a lot of innovation in this time, come up with new ways in order to succeed. Zoom, YouTube, whatever it might be, Google Meet, all these different platforms that are out there, people are doing a good job of at least being able to meet with each other. I think sometimes as coaches and even as physical educators, we sometimes feel a little isolated on our own little island. And, we need to be able to share with each other and get that information out there. So, that's what we're looking to do in this new year. Hope you guys will continue to follow us at Valuable Coaching. I know sometimes the podcast is a little easier to listen to on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts. But, I would encourage you to take a peek at our YouTube channel and subscribe so you get updates. We're going to start trying to do some more videos too that will help physical educators and that can be used in their classes. And we'll also go forward, continuing to try and have those videos a little bit more watchable, limit and be able to pull up some more graphics for you guys when we talk to some of these coaches and show you some of their favorite things and tools that they have. So anyways, we look forward to a great new year, exciting 2021. And, I hope everybody has a great new year. And again, that you find a way to bounce back. And again, if we look at this quote one last time, again, it does not matter how deep you fall. What matters is how high you bounce back. And certainly as PE teachers, as volleyball coaches, we all certainly want to be pushing kids to get stronger, to jump high. But, a lot of us have fallen kind of in the last year, and we need to find that way to bounce back. And, we have the tools to be able to help a lot of people out there. So, again, let's share them. Again, follow us at Valuable Coaching on Instagram, Facebook. Follow us at Valuable Coaching on YouTube. Hit subscribe, like our videos, and we look forward to moving forward into this new year. I also want to thank One Stone Apparel. They have been with us since the very start. They sent us these really cool sweatshirts and some polos. They make great clothes for physical education, great T-shirts for camps. They do vocab words on the back. And you can use those as valuable teaching tools, whether you're a volleyball coach or a teacher. So anyways, check them out, onestoneapparel.com. Email Dave at onestoneapparel.com. Let him know Valuable Coaching sent you there. And again, hope everybody has a great new year, and we'll look forward to talking to you guys again soon. All right, good morning.